Again, good morning to you, my Armenian friends, English-speaking Armenians. 8:36 a.m. in the morning on July 27th, 2019. I experience a great pleasure to come back to you with another recording. A priori, so to speak, apologize again for very short messages because so far I have technical difficulties extending my broadcasting for 30 minutes, so each program would be divided in three parts. Let's say a little bit about Armenia, a little bit about Armenian history, emotions, art, a little bit my personal rant. One more time, 929-217-7440. Leave a message if you please. Levon Lubabyan, Armenian, benevolent Armenian whose goal is only one: to create a little society, a little group of enthusiastic, very concerned Armenians here in the West who would be able to gather together, create sort of a think tank. We'll find a way how to gather, where to gather. If necessary, we'll buy a house. There would be little subdivisions of that, and we will start our activity toward thinking and then realization of the ways how to help our homeland and how to build up prosperity in Armenia. There are ways, there are absolute possibilities to achieve our goal, but for that we have to get together. It has to be intelligent group of people. There got to be no hatred, no disrespect to each other and to our neighbors and stuff. We need pragmatical approach to things, and we need to succeed. I hope you hear well. This is our Armenian ancient liturgy. It's a Christian thing. Isn't it wonderful? By the way, I continuously listen to my friends, different friends who tell me, do this, do that, on a program. One of them said, you don't need this American pop music anymore. It's an Armenian issue. Why don't you put on a background Armenian chant, chorus, you know what I mean, and all that. And what a pleasure to listen to people's advices. Unfortunately, my friends, I don't get no comments for my programs. One more time to confirm the fact that my program is not an entertainment, and it's not directed to bring up my popularity among Armenian people. I'm a humble servant of Armenian nation and of Armenian race. I am extremely interested to get in touch with an intelligent group of people who would help me to create this society. I don't want to be in charge of this society. I want to be just instrumental, benevolent, volunteering part of it. I strongly believe deep in my heart, and I have a great heart, it's bigger than me and 10,000 of me. My heart is huge, that there is a potential in our nation. There are great human beings among us, and I'll give you the names which I'm aware of. Hatspanyan, I think you folks remember about this wonderful human being. Monte, and thousands and thousands and thousands of others, incredible individuals, for whom the idea of continuation of existence of our nation and our race, by the way, race is not a bad word. In anthropology, there is a definition of Armenian race with concrete anthropological and biological features. Yep, you can look it up. I'm not a scientist, I'm not a writer, I'm not an actor. I don't get any kind of serious advice how to run this program. I get already plenty of commentaries. You don't do it the way it's supposed to be done. Asking a question. I'm a practical man. I'm practical to the bone. Tell me what to do and I'll do it. The answer is, well, okay, I don't want to hear this nonsense. Folks, I need you. You need me. We need each other. Homeland, Armenia, blessed homeland, needs us. Without us, they're doomed. They're not going to survive without us. So I want everybody to wake up. I want us to get together. 929-217-7440. Write your comments. Encourage me, please. You know what? Even if you don't encourage me, I will continue doing what I do. There is a universe of opportunities ahead of me. I was in touch with different foundations already. I spoke to very serious people who promised me to consider my requests. I'm an agent of humanity, and I'm a humble agent of humanity who is here to provide as much as I can for my people. Now, unfortunately, we have 4 more minutes, or really 3 more minutes to go. I would like to briefly go to the article which I found lately, Child Poverty in Armenia, Worrying Tendencies. This is a picture. I'm not saying it reflects everything 100%, but at least something. And it hurts me to see this. So in this article written by LRGIR, I'm not sure what it is, it says, in 2017, for example, in Armenia, 2.1% of children under 18 lived in extreme poverty. Shame on me. Shame on Levon Olubabian. I am ashamed. If you people not, that's your business. But I am deeply hurtened by this fact that I am so ignorant about it. And 30.8% lived in poverty. According to the report published by the National Statistics Service, child poverty in Armenia remains concerning. Excuse me, concerning. Ay, 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 ay. And it's us, Armenians? Folks, you know what? The program is strange, as I said, because I don't prepare anything. I don't think in advance what I'm going to say, and I'm not planning to, because I'm not a robot. I'm an Armenian who loves his people. Maybe I'm repetitious. There is a reason to be repetitious. Right? They say right. The chant said right. We're at the table, we eating, and my child finishes eating half a plate, food on it. I said, no, you do not throw this food in the garbage. Daddy, no, you don't do this. Why? I said, because back home, when we finish eating, first of all, we would put on a plate probably exactly what we want to eat, and then we will add to it. But when we finish eating, we will take a piece of bread, and we will wipe the plate. Turn out to be, it's interesting. It's a marvelous example of being very rational about food and stuff. But this is the best part of the meal, right? We all know that. It's the best part of the meal. This piece of bread, and you wipe everything, whatever left there, put it in your mouth. So I'm just telling you the truth about what was happening. My son started doing it, and he said, Daddy, this is how Armenians do. I say, well, they have a tendency not to waste food. And Armenians were always pretty well off, especially when they were outside Armenia. Still, they respected the food. And extra food would always be brought to the neighbor. I do it now, although I live in America, and guess what? My semi-American, you know where I live. I live in an environment where it's very difficult to call it United States of America, how they show it on the magazines and stuff. White woman with long legs and blue eyes, bull crap. Anyways, whoever, Muslims, Jews, Chinese, Koreans, and these people are so grateful when you bring something from the table and treat them. And they do the same thing to you. And it's wonderful. I would have to wrap up this rant today. I'm so sorry. Listen to the music, please, for a few. This is a beauty of our nation and race. This is us. Folks, is there anything better than that in the world? It has power. It has depth.